Hello everyone, T-Rexatron here, and today we are back with more Spongebob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants for the Nintendo GameCube. Now last time we played as Mr. Krabs for the Krusty Krab and Plankton for Goo Lagoon. And so far we have a lot more to complete here. So now we are going to be playing Mrs. Puff's boating school. And hopefully we'll be better than SpongeBob and get his license. Well, get our license, because he's not the one in this game. Despite the fact that he's the one, For this one, I'm going to be playing as Sandy. And yeah, we'll play as Sandy here because the next role will be the police officer role. And I think there will be no other fish or squirrel better for this than Sandy Cheeks herself, since she's the only one who will actually take things seriously. Despite the fact that I want more versatile roles, I just basically want Mr. Krabs to be the sneaky hermit. And so far, well, I know it wouldn't hurt to do Sandy.
Mrs. Puff, simply delightful to have you hosting this round of auditions.
Mr. Hammerstein, it's an honor that you chose my boating school as a set for your new show.
And what have you got in mind for our contestants?
I will be testing their driving skills. To get the police officer role, they'll have to ace these driving tests.
Great, Mrs. Puff, great. Just make sure you find the most qualified one amongst them.
Oh, yes, only the one with the most perseverance and skill will be qualified for this role.
Okay, Mrs. Puff, let's get this part cast. Start your engines.
Alright, now we're gonna play as Sandy here, and we're gonna be playing the first minigame, Gladiators, which is hard to pronounce because there's an O between the L, and it makes it hard to say with that little dash in the middle. So, yeah. All you just gotta do here is just squirt your opponents with the spray thing while balancing on a bicycle. And avoid falling into the water. Otherwise you'll be stunned for 3 seconds, like so. Because of Squidward. But I'm not gonna let this get ahead of me. I'm just gonna try my best and get the most points while trying to balance on this thing. Ugh. Plankton. Okay, I know there's a break here. I just rather not use it because I just feel like I want to make this a little more harder for myself. Despite the fact that I set the computer players to normal. I really hope that this will get more than, I hope this gets a little more ratings just as SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. The whole game, I mean, because I feel like everyone's forgotten about this one. I mean, I know it's a party game, and most people prefer adventure or creative. I want to bring party games more attention. One time, I went to my college and I decided to play a couple of racing and party games with my GameCube or my Wii, but everyone else has just hooked up to Smash Brothers and Dragon Ball. I don't know why, but I'm not going to be the one to question it, even though I am kind of picky. I can't even say the word right, but yeah. I am picky with stuff, and I'm impatient. I really would like to change that about me. Can't let Squidward win here. Only 10 points off. I just gotta get... Oh no, man. Well, at least we're winning. We're first now. Oh, Mr. Krabs got me. Okay, 3 bumpers, I can do this. Okay, this is really tricky here. You really think that you can balance here with a bunch of tires trying to bump you into the water? No, that's not even possible or real. If I just hold still here. Oh no, he still got me. I'm only 40 points off. I can still win. Got 20 seconds left. And push these guys here. Now Squidward. Got him. Gotta stay like this. Gotta stay like this. I can't get hit. Okay. 7 seconds left. Don't get pushed off the edge. Do not get pushed off the edge. And I won.
Good game, y'all.
And that was not easy. So let's move on to the next mini game, which should be a lot more racing. But it isn't. It's just doing tricks. Okay, Pedal of Honor here. Basically, you just jump off a ramp, do a trick, then you have to land properly. Otherwise, you'll just get a wipeout. And I'm not talking about that game show, because I used to like Wipeout before they replaced that female, that female announcer from the original. I miss her. Forgot her name though. I used to be like 8 years old when that first appeared. Now we keep jumping and jumping. Do some tricks that don't make sense. Like this one, cannonball. The corkscrew. The patty flip. Another cannonball. Fry cooker. And I think the next one will be now T-Rex, I think. Is it?
Eat my sand, losers!
Alright. Before this gets boring, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Sandy. Now, I feel like she's the only character on the show with common sense, actually. Because, well, she's basically the only one who's the voice of reason. Meaning that because SpongeBob barely thinks about anything besides working and having fun, even though he's always uptight and trying to be happy. Plus, there's Squidward, who always has the mind to hate SpongeBob. Patrick doesn't even think at all. Mr. Krabs only thinks about money. And Plankton only thinks about trying to get that secret formula, even though he's never going to. He always plans something which doesn't work on purpose. He doesn't even know that the last letter of the alphabet is Z, because it was in the movie that he said he's used all the plans A through Y. Yeah, he's not as smart as he thinks he is. But really, that show's run its course. Now Sandy, on the positive side, she's basically the smartest, most agile, and the most really understanding character I loved growing up. And I kind of wish that I got to see her brother. If you ever watched the 2008-ish episode where she went to the rodeo in Texas, it was confirmed that she had a brother who was her twin. His name was Randy, but we never actually get to see him yet. We have seen her nieces and her sister for some reason, but not her brother. If her brother was gonna make an appearance, I feel like the voice actor for him should be the same guy who voices Ronaldo from Steven Universe, giving off that big brother vibe, you know? Anyway, we're done here. Now, let's view our results.
Good game, y'all.
We're almost there. All we just gotta do is one more, which is actually racing now. So let's save and continue. Now we're gonna floor it in a good way, because we're gonna race off against our computer players, and we're gonna have 3 races, which will be fair for some reason. The first lap will have 6 laps, the second one will have 5, and the last one will only have 3 regular. So this part should be easy. No obstacles here, just turns. And we basically just gotta push forward. And this ain't not bumper cars here. So mind your own business.
Texas speed.
I'm talking to you, Plankton. Really need to mind your own business about trying to steal a formula, which you can never do until probably the series finale, which might be revealed. Even though I'm not even gonna say it, because you guys probably don't even like the new movie anyway. Now, this is Puff's boating school. This kind of feels like deja vu. Not the place, I mean the minigame here. You know, because there was this one episode where Spongebob and Mrs. Puff accidentally struck another pedestrian, which is actually the narrator, that French guy. You all know what I'm talking about. It was basically a meme. 4th wall break too. Now we got first place in 1 minute and 21 seconds. I bet we can do that a little shorter.
I'll show up, you landlubbers.
Now we're going to race 2, which has an obstacle. If you noticed, there was the wall there. You have to make the first turn. Now this time we're gonna go
Texas critters know how it's done.
a little faster. Left. Right. That's how we do it. Okay. But that doesn't mean we're not going any slower. We're going faster. Ugh, I got... Oh my god. That was embarrassing. I am so sorry. Alright. Now, who here actually likes that episode from SpongeBob where Patrick joins SpongeBob and he got his good noodle star ripped off because of him? Who here actually likes that? Because I do not. Honestly, if I were actually in that episode, I would have told immediately to Mrs. Puff that it wasn't SpongeBob who drew that picture of her. I mean, clearly she would recognize his penmanship. I just really want to punch Patrick in the head so his brain might swell up and he might get a little smarter, because he has this really small brain. And I know he's supposed to be funny in a dumb way, but he's acting all dumb in a stupid and in a really angry way. Alright, last lap, gotta pay attention here.
Texas critters know how it's done.
Gotta avoid those puddles. Gotta go through this wall. Oh my god, I almost slipped. I'm gonna use the sand as some shortcuts.
Texas speed.
Not because I don't like making turns, I just really want to get this finished. Okay, second lap. Just gotta do it all over again. Be careful. Alright, So far, so good.
Texas speed.
One more lap. Almost done. Okay, okay.
Texas speed.
Right, almost there, almost there. And we're done.
Y'all. This is too easy.
Took a little longer than I thought it would be. Now we have to wait for Mr. Krabs to get here, which will take forever. Kinda don't even like the animation that he has when his eyes are turning when he's turning.
Where's the chef?
Like that.
Critters rule.
Yep, we're good. Now, like I mentioned before, I'm not going to show the cutscene because I want to save it for the finale of this playthrough. And it's kind of like how movie theaters would just make their movies. Not movie theaters, I mean movie sets. Now let's continue on. And after this, we'll be going into the Sand Stadium, where we'll be going for the role of the Maestro. Now, let's go ahead and relax and listen to this cutscene that's coming up.
Mrs. Puff, that was fantastic. So, who's our big star? Who is the best on the course?
Oh, Mr. Hammerstein, I am so sorry. I have never seen such bad driving. This is truly a dark day for Mrs. Puff's driving school.
Come now, Mrs. Puff. The audience loved it. I say give them what they want. Now, who's the winner? Who won the police officer role?
Sandy Cheeks.
Sandy Cheeks, eh? I can see that on a billboard already. Thanks, Mrs. Puff. Great job. Send a car for Miss Cheeks. She's needed on set.
So this will be it for Mrs. Puff's boating school, which Sandy is proud to graduate from. Now we're going to go into the Sand Stadium. I was almost going to say Bubble Bowl because it reminds me of the Bubble Ball, but it doesn't remind me of the Bubble Ball. So yeah, this one will be the role for the Maestro here. And we already know who that's going to be. No, it's not going to be Plankton. It's going to be Squidward here.
Squilliam, good to see real talent. You still upstaging your old pal Squidward?
I live his dream whenever I can. It's the glory of genuine talent.
It sure is. So, do you think you can find a star there at Sand Stadium?
It'll be hard. What are you looking for?
I want someone with rhythm and melody who can sing and dance. You know, a real performer. I want a star, Squilliam. No less.
Well, I have a 3-part audition that should sort the somebodies from the nobodies.
Excellent. Well, what are you waiting for? Bring on the clowns. And make this good, Squilliam. I'll be waiting.
We will beat Squilliam because Squidward beat him at the Bubble Bowl last time. Yeah, so in case of all of you who don't remember Squilliam, he's been Squidward's rival since band class. And he's trying to do his best to make sure he accomplishes everything that Squidward failed at. But I like to keep myself keeping track of the score here. As I mentioned before, Squidward won against his band in the Bubble Bowl, and since then I've been trying to keep score as who keeps winning on what. Now, Squidward did win another time, but that was during, I think that was during,
Here goes nothing.
that was only during that other time where he wanted to get a statue of himself for cleaning Bikini Bottom. And SpongeBob makes him a garbage statue, which basically evaporates Squilliam's statue. I think that's what it is, evaporates or disintegrates. Then there's also this one other time where he won against Squilliam in a house fancy contest, and he's been, I don't know, all I remember was Squidward's house blowing up into pieces, but he still won, which for some reason. But Squilliam also won against him some other times too. Like when Squidward lied about owning a 5-star restaurant just to hide his real job, which is a cashier. He basically, you know, okay, he just basically mocks him, saying that he was a cashier too, but he just lied just to make things worse. And I forgot the other 2 times, but the score between those 2 are 3-3. If there was another episode involving Squilliam, I bet it might be the last one. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. This minigame is basically Guitar Hero, and so far I'm doing good. Even though I probably didn't have that solo yet. Or did I? Just glad I'm playing this, because this might be one of my favorites. And I'm also glad that they're giving each character their own instrument. Squidward gets the clarinet, Sandy gets the guitar, Plankton gets the keyboard, and Mr. Krabs gets that thing. Now let's keep going here, because we got 500 points and we can't let Plankton win. Even though Plankton only feels like playing musical instruments of torture. That would be a good idea. Musical instruments of torture. That would actually be a good episode. Okay, this might be the last phase here. So yeah. Let's just wrap this up here, because we're about to win, like usual. Let Sandy have that solo. And rock out. That's all, folks.
All hail Squidward!
Right, now Squidward won. So let's continue. And the next minigame will basically be Squilliam Says, which is basically like Simon Says. But that's what's going to happen during the other minigame. All you just gotta do is repeat the patterns here, like this one. Memorize Squilliam's instructions and then repeat them, which is exactly the same. Now, I say Squilliam deserves more screen time. Not because I think that he should have been in that episode where Squidward goes to tentacle anchors. Or tentacle anchors, I mean. He should have been in that one. Maybe that would have revealed that Squilliam lives with them. That would have been hilarious. Now for some reason, we're doing a shindig here. We're doing good. But there is a trick here. You can't memorize them too early, as well as too late. I mean, even when the white circle is not completely in the circle, like so, then you'll basically miss a turn. Now Squilliam's gonna up the tempo here, and it's gonna go a little faster, which is kinda good, but not all the way. So now we just gotta keep memorizing. And I get a solo. A solo for skipping. And yeah. We're making good progress. Ah, yeah. B. Oh man, I missed it.
Darn suckers.
Okay, up the tempo again.
Just what I wanted. More speed.
Way up.
What'd he say?
20 points for me. Down, wide, down.
I'm blameless.
Wide, left, A. So who do you guys like better, Squidward or Squilliam? Let me know in the comments. Okay, this one might be a little long. Yep, I got it.
Got him, cow squirrel.
Okay, now he's gonna up the tempo one more time, and that'll be it.
Too old for this.
Double A, double down. And I missed that again. Wow.
Nailed it.
Double left, double Y. Y down, Y A.
Excellent.
The last dance here, which is long. Y B A A Y. If you make that into a pattern, it might be easier to remember.
All going wrong.
But I'm not gonna go for that because we already won. Again.
All hail Squidward.
Now we're just one more minigame short. So let's save here and go on to this other Simon Says minigame. Well, you just gotta follow the beat instead of following the pattern. But you also gotta follow the pattern because that's also essential. This minigame beats me. A simple Simon with Squilliam repeating his drums. Well, it's not. Well, yeah, it is drums. I was gonna say maracas because that's one of the instruments that will be held in the minigame. Also tambourines and those clappers, I think. Oh, and Plankton gets cowbells too.
Copy this.
And you just gotta repeat this pattern.
2, 3.
I'm gonna go for all perfect here so I can get the most points. But seriously, can you guys tell me what kind of instrument Mr. Krabs is playing? I have no idea what the name of that is. I mean, I was going to say it looks like a xylophone, but it doesn't look like a xylophone.
Hooray!
Now,
Stupendous.
I'm just waiting for my turn here because it's taking forever.
Got it, girl.
Getting
I
tired.
deserve to win. Try to keep up.
Well, I'm not tired, I'm getting bored. Because I want this to go as fast as it can.
3.
Okay, I got a perfect again.
Woo!
No perfect, unfortunately.
Tremendous. Yay!
Let's just keep going for perfect.
Yes, yes.
Yay!
And Sandy is ahead of us. Can't let that happen.
Yes.
Okay. Go on, I want to go faster. Up the tempo at least.
Tremendous. Yes, yes.
Hooray!
Okay, so I gotta ask you guys, what would be your favorite SpongeBob episode? And do you guys think I should make a reaction videos to Spongebob? I mean,
For
I would
once, I'm
have to
winning.
make sure that
might
these
be pretty
these
good
videos will
playing.
be, you know, available to watch.
1, 2, 3.
Let me know. I might consider doing reaction videos to some old shows. Although I'm pretty sure that they're all predictable because I've seen them more than once. Nah.
Stupendous. Yes.
Personally, I would like to make a reaction video to the camping episode where Squidward gets mauled by a sea bear, and that was hilarious.
Stupendous.
Now we are going to continue. Let's make sure we win this minigame.
Tremendous.
Right, so
Hooray. Yes, yes.
so far so good.
Stupendous.
Wait, how did I get oops? I hit that note. Ugh.
That's actually not bad.
At least we won.
All hail Squidward.
I'm sorry if I wasn't that chatty. I just really felt tired when recording this. So let's save, and let's see our boy Squidward win. And after which, this will be the end of the video. Because our next parts will be at the Chum Bucket and Jellyfish Fields. Now let's watch a cutscene, shall we?
Squilliam, baby! So, who's the star of this scene? Who's my maestro?
The winner was
Yes?
Squidward Tentacles.
Squidward? I am surprised. The game approach is really in the man. Send Mr. Tentacles down to makeup and see what audio can do about that voice.
So yeah, I told you guys that Squidward will win. And he'll rub Squilliam's big fat nose in it. I don't know where I got that from, but it should be an episode, I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, so that'll be it for this part. Next time, we're gonna go into the place where no one will ever go into, the Chum Bucket. And we'll make sure that Mr. Krabs gets his rollback for the sneaky hermit. So I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe.